The onset of the rainy season has brought with it fresh concern about flooding right here on the south coast, an area which we all know has experienced a number of problems in recent time. That's why this week on Water Wednesdays we want to give you that update on what the BWA has been doing to meet the challenges ahead. The director of the Drainage Division, Patricia Inniss, says the Barbados Water Authority and by extension her unit has done everything possible to ensure that they can tackle those problems.
But we are as prepared as we can be, and as the days go on, we will become more and more prepared. Yeah, in as much as we can. We've spoken a lot of what we are trying to do, the three areas in very general sense about what we are trying to do, and we are continuing to intensify those efforts. So then, as it relates to our effluent, we have as much effluent power as we possibly can. All four of the new pumps are not in yet because we have to always consider compatibility issues. And I have to be guided, of course, by the engineers who say, hold on, putting in the third and the fourth. So all four are not in as yet. But we have maximum power at the effluent. We have standby power at the influent. And we will also look at improving that as well. We also have been dealing a lot with the networks. In another week, we will send out a crew again to look at the outfalls to make sure that they are clear. So we have done the preliminary and then the more in-depth work to try and keep the levels down. The test of the pudding, of course, is in the eating. So unfortunately, we have to rely on when heavy rains come to see to what extent our networks are being able to hold the excessive loads. Yeah. On Monday, we've had heavy rains. And Monday afternoon, we are in the rain, going out to therefore check. About 2 o'clock, we were monitoring the trouble spots manholes. They were all silent. This is on a surface level. So that is, if you can say a sigh of relief. I don't want Barbadians to be breathing a sigh of relief. We want to be using this reality to ride the storms, to improve our sewer networks to secondary, tertiary treatment, which is our alternative, our ultimate goal. But we have checked the manholes. Monday, with the rains, with every break in the rains, we have been opening up the manholes and all the trouble ones to see how the flow has been running. And the flow is steady. Of course, there's excessive amounts of water in it, but it is steady. So there's no block in the troubled areas of the south going to the plant, which is our major concern.
Now the fats, oils and grease or fog control program has been a success. That's where officials from the BWA went door to door giving customers much needed information. But there's still some do's and don'ts which Ms. Inniss says must be observed, especially during this rainy season.
The checklist is really a continuous maintenance program. Once you are doing what you need to do, then there's as much as you can do. You just make sure that you have your system functioning correctly, that you're not sending rainwater into the sewer lines, and that is a big checklist, that you're not sending excessive grease, food, and the sort into the sewer lines. That is to be stopped immediately. Manholes are not to be opened up if and when you see heavy rains coming to let the water go in. That you make sure that your area has adequate drainage. Yeah, you need to do that. The Environmental Protection Department, of course, is concerned with that in the Drainage Division. We'll be speaking with the Drainage Division today. And I want to assure Barbadians that there is a collaboration between the Drainage Division and the Barbados Water Authority. In the event that there is flooding of water, that the entire Graham Hall area and the gate or the canal is opened up to release excessive flooding in the Graham Hall area out to sea.
That's it for another edition of Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, you can visit the BWA's website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com, or you can go to YouTube and type in Water Wednesdays.